Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, especially if this is your first time. I am so happy to have you here, but please like and subscribe, and welcome to my 2-week and 3.5 week update. So here is my hair at the 2-week mark. You can see it's still fairly shiny and it still has most of its bounce. I've been using no products, so all I've done to maintain it is use some oil on my scalp and occasionally through the locks. So I oil it probably about every other day and put it throughout all the locks, maybe once a week or 2 times a week. I didn't really style it at all during the first 2 weeks. I left it in the same middle part that she put it in. And I feel like I pretty much just left it alone. It was hard to learn how to keep my hands out of my hair. But that was the biggest challenge. And I do have some frizz, which is bound to happen. And I think I could have avoided some frizz if I had not done some things. Like I like to put headbands in my hair to work out. So I think taking those on and off caused some of the frizz. But I think overall, the first 2 weeks were pretty uneventful. So you'll notice as I lift my hair up that the ends of my locks like to grab onto each other. And I would say another struggle that I had is keeping my locks separate, especially since they are so small. So I've had ones like these that sort of get tangled together, but that are clearly two separate locks, so I go through and separate them. But I've also had ones that I found where I thought they were two separate locks and they were the same lock that just had separated in the center. And so for those, this is the first time that I found one, so I'm attempting to sort of twist it back together, but I found that I can actually palm roll some of them together, and that works pretty well. So here I am at the 3-week mark, or well, 3 weeks and 3 days. That's why I keep saying 3.5. But yeah, you can see that I've definitely got quite a bit of shrinkage. Most of that is because I went to a hot yoga class and my roots kind of unraveled, so I kind of have a fro at the base of my head. But I really like how it looks. I kind of like the shape that it gives me. I think it's given me freedom to play with my hair a little bit. As you can see, I took the middle part out and went back to my side part that I would normally wear with the twist out. So yeah, I'm having fun with it. And you can see as I look around through my hair, I can still find my parts if I want to. So all of my locks are decently separated. You can also see that I've lost some of the shine now. I also wasn't as good about putting oil in my hair that week, so I think that's part of the reason. But I think it looks good. And especially for 3 weeks, y'all, the difference that oiling my scalp has made, because usually at this point, if I had not washed my hair, my scalp would be so itchy, dry, whatever else. I'm so glad that I started oiling my scalp, and I can't believe it took making this drastic of a change to add that to my life. So here's just another view of my locks. I think it's lost some of the bounce that it had that first week. If you look in the slow motion video from the first week, I don't think it swings as much. But that's, part of the process. And, you can still see the ends of my locks grabbing together when I pick it up. But I'll say this part right at the nape of my neck has been kind of a problem area. And you're going to see me in a second try and separate the locks. But this section is definitely trying to become one big lock. And it's really interesting to see just how my hair is tangling, because I always noticed on my wash days that part was always difficult to get through, and it just likes to knot right up. So I try and pull them apart, but like I said, it's getting more and more difficult for me to tell them apart when they get caught together. So I'm scared to separate locks, and really I'm just detangling hair that was supposed to lock together. So you'll notice, whereas in other sections it was pretty easy to find my parts, here it is nearly impossible. But yep, that's pretty much it for this lock update. I'll say that so far it has been the most low maintenance style that I have ever had. I just wake up, shake out my hair, and go. I've been doing grad school interviews this entire time, and it's worked great for that. I still look cute and professional on camera. So I'm loving my lock journey so far, and I'm excited to keep you guys updated.